Hey guys, it has been a long while since uh, since I've uploaded on Life by Kate. Just been busy running around. I have an art show, a group art show coming up in a couple days with some friends, and I'm working on formulating some new stuff and hopefully having a solo show in the next couple of months. Yeah, so just been running around, and I apologize. Life by Kate is a new project for me, but one that is near and dear to my heart, and I definitely want to make a habit of making time, to upload videos and cultivate relationships with everyone. And I appreciate you all watching this and tuning in wherever you are, whoever you are. You're awesome. Thank you. So, I just got back not too long ago from a walk in the snowstorm, and it was actually quite romantic. There was about 15 to 20 centimeters of snow. It was minus 15. That's not really cold. I feel like I've really acclimated to Toronto weather, or in general, I acclimate to Toronto weather or winter when I'm here. And yeah, I've been indoors all day. I was sleeping most of the day because I was actually feeling under the weather. And then I decided I need to go outside and get some like nighttime energies. And this weather does not faze me. I honestly would rather have snow than have rain. Okay, I'm just rambling now. But as you can tell, the title of this video is The Art of Being Alone. And for me, most of the time, being alone is not synonymous with being lonely. And to be quite frank, I think that has a lot to do with my love of self, my comfortability, which is something that I grew into, and I'm still growing into, and I'm always going to be growing into, and just, cultivated as I've gotten older. As a off in a tangent, two things I need to do while I'm observing myself recording this. I need to get a tan, and I need to cut my bangs because I could barely see. Um, but yeah, I get pale during the wintertime, and I'm not hanging out in my bikini at some beach, not yet at least. So I need to get a tan. Um, but back to the art of being alone. Yeah, I quite enjoy it. So I kind of went for like a romantic walk and got some snacks and some things that other friends had said. And you guys know this is the whole idea of dating yourself. I mean, so many of us or so many people are running around just like desperate, or the term is thirsty. They are just thirsty for company, for any company. And honestly, we all know this, but we can smell that stuff a mile away. I was almost gonna swear, but seriously, a mile away. So when you're a girl or a guy and you're all like desperate, I just made up a word, desperate, and you're putting out that energy, people are just gonna be like not wanting to be around you, right? And it's unattractive and it's unappealing, and unfortunately, it's just very natural for a lot of people because they're so desperate to be loved and appreciated, which I get, because really at the end of the day, most of us, if not all of us, just want to be, like cared for and connect and to have connections with people, right? I get that. But there's ways to go about it, and I think a lot of it is love yourself. Really, that's like the most universal thing. Figure out your shit with yourself, be comfortable with yourself, and everyone else is going to gravitate. Everything else will work out towards that, right? Um, and that's something that I want to explore in the next little while in my videos, or even in general with the message of my videos, is like take care of you, and the art of being alone is such a powerful, powerful thing that like changes that could possibly change or will change, how everyone else interacts with you, right? And it's difficult, sure, because we live in a society where these things are kind of projected to us about couples and family and needing to be taken and needing to have a person and all these things, and we have that around us with family and friends. There's nothing wrong with being partnered up or being taken, but we don't even know like the quality of life that they have. Are they happy? Are they just being together because they're whatever? We can't even assume that they're unhappy because we're together, right? But the point is, we don't know the stories people have, right? And likewise, if someone's single, it doesn't mean that they have, that, let's say that they, what was I going to say? I'm like having a brain fart right now. That they can't be with someone, or they can't commit, or they have like some horrible flaws or something. There's nothing wrong with being single. Likewise, there's nothing wrong with being partnered up. It's just that when other people are kind of using that as like a thing, it's like, oh, I'm better than you because I've been with my partner for X amount of time. Well, it's like, well, are you just suffering through it? Which I totally disagree with. Um, can you do better? Are you settling? Do you even like have an identity? Because oftentimes this happens with relationships and couples that are in long term relationships, and I'm speaking from experience here, where you kind of lose your identity, and it's unfortunate and it's sad, and something that myself am very diligent when I get involved with someone, is that like I remain myself, and with this person, like we're two separate units. But that has a lot to do with just being aware of who you are and growing into it. It's hard to, for some of us, we're just not aware of who we are. Oh my God, this is now 5 minutes, over 5 minutes. This is also the second time I'm filming this. The other one was a lot longer, but clearly this is going on. But yeah, the art of being alone, um, is something that we grow into. It's something that we can cultivate, and if you choose to, it can open up your world and just change your life. And it all starts really with you and being comfortable in your own skin. Do you have any habits that you cultivate or that you do try to do? Are you someone who needs to be with people, or do you quite enjoy your solo moments? Like, I really do quite enjoy my solo moments when I'm running around town, going to the coffee shop by myself, doing errands, even traveling solo. I think it's a great time to meet someone. I also love sharing moments with the right company, of course, but I definitely do not shy away from being alone. And I often revel in the energy and the magic that happens when you are, because you have some interesting adventures and some fun adventures like I have. But yeah, is that something that some of you guys feel that you want to emulate more but just have a hard time? Or is that just something not at all in your mindset, about you're not even interested because you always want to be with friends or your partner, which is totally cool too, right? Or do you just want to have a little bit more harmony and balance and just entertain, yeah, some of alone time, and being okay with it and not being anxious and not being, you know, afraid of spending time like by yourself? Because definitely it is possible. There are ways around it, and tons of articles. I'm not here to teach anything about that, but there's tons of articles online and resource that you can find on how to better step by step. But I'm just curious, um, how many of us do that? How many of us are interested in doing that? How many of us want to kind of evolve into something like that, where you're just really, at the end of the day, comfortable in your own skin, be it you're in a crowd of 30, or if you're by yourself, right? So, just some thoughts as I experience my own plentiful alone time, and also really appreciate that, and also appreciate spending it with people who are the right company. But yes, this video is longer than the original one, so I will stop talking. I hope everyone is well. Thank you. Bye.